Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The Show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab in this one, Tyler McGill. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. First pitch misses. And he chases a high fastball there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's in the dirt. And a count 2-1. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Harris aboard here at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ball 1 there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And it's filled up.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Acuna went deep in his most recent game. Runner takes off. Swing from Acuna. Big drive. Deep left field. Up against the wall and brings it in. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Austin Riley in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In there safely.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here in Queens, showing the slab in today's game, Grant Holmes. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Lindor matched a homer in his last game. That one is absolutely belted. Ranging back. Hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Runner at second, nobody out. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Next one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Next offering misses down and away.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Juan Soto now. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Soto working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Fought off foul.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still
drilled out towards left center field. And it one-hops the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out and a runner at second. Ground ball, Austin Riley throws across the diamond, and that takes care of Alonso. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a hitter to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden players get fired up in the dugout, and they want to do the same thing. And before you know it, you start to get base runners on, and you get a big hit, and all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something they definitely could use.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got it. Good job at damage control right there. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Matt Olson
First
now.
baseman, Matt Olson.
Olson came up with 4 hits in his last game. Olson, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Just off the inside edge. And the next pitch is way outside. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
1 out, bases empty.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty.
The book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one.
Batting 7th, the designated
So
hitter,
2 down
David
now,
Fry.
and here is David Fry. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
1-0.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of, well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Holmes back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Breaking ball misses down and away. Ground ball right side. Albies over to first in time. Leadoff man retired
Batting
here in the
7th,
second.
catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. There's a swing and a drive. And a base hit right there.
Batting 8th,
Man at first with 1 gone. Jesse Winker now at the plate. And a foul ball. That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Here comes Alvarez around third. Relay throw home. The tag out. And he makes it all the way to third with a 2-out triple.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That clips the corner. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him. That K is his third of the game. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Right through there for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Sean Murphy. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. That's inside, and that is ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty, and that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1 and 2.
And a ball and 2 strikes, and that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Popped up. McNeil makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And a pitch. Up the middle, Albies. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And that one fouled off. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. Doubled his first time up. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Harris ranges back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one the other way. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Profile.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nimmo pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Way high with that one. And the count is 1-1.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. Into the second deck it goes. His 32nd of the year. And we're level. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Up and in, and it's 1-1. Ripped on a line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Go ahead run on base. Olsen will hit next.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Man at first, one away. Just missed. Snaps it down to second. That's ripped. Base hit. Around second is Riley. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Albies batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Albies recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Fouled off left side.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
In the dirt, nice pick.
Great fundamentals there at first base. A textbook example of putting your body in position to make a play and doing just that. That's how they teach you to do it.
So up next, David Fry. And a foul ball. Olsen on third with 2 out. Way outside.
1-1.
And the count even 1-1. Ground ball left side. Base hit and a run comes in. The throw in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. And strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 1. And we're back. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Third baseman, Mark
Well, after
Vientos.
putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope.
It's 0-1.
Just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak
1-1.
contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
McNeil stands in. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That's hard hit on the line. Harris hauls it in, and there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it falls. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
First two swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's Jesse Winker. That one to first. It's through for a hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 1 out. Stepping in, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Line drive. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. They limit the damage here.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play. But, man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there.
Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off
pitcher's
for the
duel
Braves,
so far.
catcher,
Here's how the
Sean
starters have
Murphy.
performed up to this point. Work. 0-1. Murphy, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. The 0-1. And that one is inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So the lineup flips over. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
One down, base is empty. Just missed.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. Liner, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's Profar now. He's been a great free agent side. Right through there for a strike.
Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones.
1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Late swing, foul to the left. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out, runner at second. Here's Acuna now. He's already homered in this game. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Now pitching for
So
the New York
Minter
Mets.
will take over.
Number
Well, he's a
33.
big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single, and they're
Now
up
batting,
by
third
3.
baseman,
Just so
Austin
sound in
Riley.
his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Austin Riley at the plate, 1 for 2. To the right side, steps on the bag for 1, but no throw to second as they only get the out at first.
Now batting, the first
Here's Matt
baseman,
Olson.
Matt Olson.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Oh, right to the backstop. Acuna up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Next pitch is outside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 2. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's check out
off
the latest
for the
news
Mets,
from around the league.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the
0 balls,
zone.
1 strike.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from there, man. It's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today. Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I
Now
can see
batting,
already
left
is
fielder,
bat stays in the zone on
Brandon
plane for an
Nimmo.
extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane.
That's
And
low,
even
that's a
when you
ball.
don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And there's a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now it's Juan
for the
Soto.
Mets, right fielder, Juan Soto.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the
Now
stretch
batting,
after
the
giving
first
up the
baseman,
leadoff single.
Pete
Back-to-back
Alonso.
strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Two outs. That's to third, Riley. To first, and that is that. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ozzie Albies. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for Atlanta, David Fry.
Designated hitter, David Fry.
And there's a ball. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Late on that fastball.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity, and it is hard to catch up to.
Arcia stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 2. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Buck Farmer.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Farmer.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-2. Grounder off the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and that's out number 1 on a tough play.
Now batting.
And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
And first offering is fouled off. The Mets trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Off the mark there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up Arcia. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Francisco Alvarez. He's 2 for 2. To the right side, Albies throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly. They trail at 5-2. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. So here's Murphy now. That's down and
That's
in.
the ball. 1-0.
And it's even up.
1-1.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Michael Harris the second digs in now.
Michael Harris the second.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
That misses.
1-1.
Ball 1. There's a strike. And misses inside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, and it remains 5-2.
Now pitching for
Here
Atlanta.
comes a new arm for the Braves, Joe
Number
Jimenez.
77.
Well, you see the
Joe
ERA
Jimenez.
very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Winker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
No ball.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count.
And that's
1 ball,
awfully
2
close. I
strikes.
don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one hit to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
For the Mets.
And now it's Frankie
Shortstop,
Lindor.
Francisco
3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Swing and a foul out of play. Out to short, Arcia. Throws to first. Lindor retired. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna. Paul Blackburn on to pitch out of the pen here.
Now
And one thing on
for the
him,
Mets.
he's been really good this season
Number
at keeping the
58.
ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Blackburn.
That one clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Blackburn, 6'1 righty, 195 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fires across the diamond, first out in the top of the 8th. So here's Riley now. And a strike in there.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it.
Oh, that drilled him. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Late with the swing there.
It's 0-1.
Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Braves strand one. They're still out in front 5-2. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Jimenez back to work. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee preparing to come on if needed. Bummer warming up as well. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. And that is out of play.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him. And he hit him
for the Mets.
Big at bat now as the polar bear. Pete Alonso steps in. 0 for 3 in this one. Albies. Quick feed to second for 1. On to Olsen. That's 2.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw.
So they turn to their closer, Dylan Lee.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Dylan Lee.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Starling Marte looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. The other way. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. The Braves pen comes through. Luis Angel Acuna into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Right through there for a strike. Fry gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Taylor snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris, the 2nd.
So digging in, Michael Harris, the 2nd. And there's the strike. That one is upstairs. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. Brings it in. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 2. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And stepping in for New York,
Mets,
Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
0 balls, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already
0-2.
chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Ball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Mets.
And now the catcher comes up to him.
Francisco
Francisco Alvarez.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So it's their last chance in this one.
Winker.
And next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
The Mets down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
So they break into another level with this win streak at 10 now. I think the key is to maintain the focus, because you can have this motivation to get to double digits and then have a letdown. They've got to try to just put out all the distractions, turn off the sports highlights, and come back out here and play baseball the way they've been doing it in the next game.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.